You're a wizard, Mckenzie!
I'm a what?
A wizard!
A what?
You're a wizard!
A what?
You're a wizard, Harry. Mckenzie.
Who
Not
the
Harry.
fuck is Harry?
Your name's Mckenzie.
Who the fuck are you? Why are you at my house?
You're a podcaster, Mckenzie.
I'm a podcaster? Ah, that reminds me. I'm your ghost, Mckenzie _.
John. Is my name.
John, and welcome back to Oh, That Reminds Me. Welcome in. How you doing today, John? How did this week treat you?
This week is pretty good. I spent a lot of money, which didn't feel great, but
Why'd you spend a lot of money?
buying like different passes and tickets and stuff to amusement parks for this summer because I'm going on some trips.
But then when you go there, you don't need to spend the money. So
Exactly. So then it's like I'm going for free by the time I get there.
Exactly. It's an investment.
And today, my bracelet that I purchased showed up.
Shout out the pod listeners who know about the bracelet.
And
Real ones know.
also, my Fred Again Tiny Desk Concert signed, hand-numbered vinyl, one of 3,000. I got number 1,558.
That's
showed
not
up,
even the 2000s.
which is pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
And also, what was pretty cool about it is instead of just showing up like a vinyl like most vinyls do, because this one's like limited and signed and stuff, it came in one of those like good for your vinyl sleeves. Very nice.
That's nice.
Yeah.
You normally have to pay that.
Exactly, that's what I was saying. And then apparently my mouse that I ordered a while ago, my new mouse, is gonna show up soon, probably this week, hopefully.
So it's kind of like everything that you did buy, you just like...
Everything's showing up. It's all coming together.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. What about you? How have you been doing? Oh, also, wait, sorry to cut you off before you even started. Work hasn't been too bad, and I tried a chili cheese hot dog for the first time, but with beanless chili, because I don't like beans.
What's a chili cheese hot dog?
It's got cheese on it, and it's got chili on it, and it's a hot dog.
That sounds disgusting.
It was really good.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear
they're very
that.
popular.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that part too.
How have you been doing?
I'm doing fantastic. You wanna know why, John?
Why,
You wanna know why? Because I got the pre-code for...
It's the Bitly podcast, Bitly
I
podcast,
got pre-code for Billie Eilish. Now, welcome to the Billie Eilish segment of the podcast. This is your daily Billie Eilish updates. If you don't know how concerts work, when it's a big tour, you normally sign up and you get a code. Isn't that right, John?
Well, you have a chance to get a code, but yes, you sign up for pre-sale and you get said pre-sale code if you are lucky enough. And then before the tickets go to the public, you get to put in the pre-sale code and you get to shop early.
Now, I have had very bad luck with getting codes in the past. I've tried many times. They were always like,
I got codes to get you and Natalie to Olivia Rodrigo in a country I don't live in.
That is true, but that's kind of like the main issue with codes, is that people go up to anyone and they're like, yo, home dog, homie, you want to apply to this for me? You want to sign up for me and let me take your account?
So there's like a lot of people signing up.
So, and then it's normally the same code, which is another big thing. Is that everybody?
Yeah, it'll just be like, say the artist just released an album and it's called like Swag Money, then like the code will be code Swag Money, and then like you can just post it online and then everyone knows it.
It's very original.
Yes.
Very cool. But yes, so this time Billie Eilish decided she's gonna be quirky and she's gonna be different and she's not like other girls, cause she made this thing so fucking complicated. Holy shit.
I wouldn't say she made it complicated per se. I would say she made it confusing.
Which is complicated.
Because there wasn't like a clear direction on who was and who wasn't gonna get a pre-sale code. But it turns out it ended up going to people who bought tickets in the past.
Because a big thing with concerts is that bots are loving them.
Bots and resellers.
Yes, they go a little bit crazy. So to prevent that, she didn't have a sign up, and you just gotta get lucky. And I'm lucky, apparently.
And then
But
the code is also unique per person instead of being just like one thing.
yes, so I got a. This is not my tickets. This is for the driver's air. Sorry,
Holding.
I go to a lot of concerts.
Holding.
I'm not going to Leve because she's a fucking sellout. I got an email and it was Billy has just announced she's heading out on tour and wants to see you there because you registered for her past tours in the because you registered for her tours in the past. She's giving you the chance to buy tickets early for our U.S. and Canada shows on Tuesday, April 30th. That's when this podcast will be going live, so you'll get to know in the Discord, join the Discord today if I got them. Use your unique code to join the upcoming Billie Eilish Hit Me Hard and Soft the tour sale. And my code, for anyone wondering, is SUBMADJAD.
Sub-Mad-Jad?
Yeah, sub to Mad Jad. I don't have time for the two.
You didn't say 2.
I have no time for 2.
Why don't you just put the number 2?
Because...
Anyways, yeah, I actually saw some complaints about this, mainly from
I think it's
one person.
Good thing because I have the code.
So I think it's a pretty cool thing. It does suck if you're a new fan, but it like gives a chance to the OG fans or like people who have
new
been
fans. I had my concert canceled.
It gives.
I have
you're a special case because your concert got canceled, but it gives a chance to like the old fans to get tickets again, which is cool. But one thing that I saw someone complain about is apparently, like, on her last tour, for example, I guess she didn't go to Florida. So, like, in Florida, most people didn't, like, sign up for pre-sale because...
No, she's not going to Florida this time.
But I don't know, bro. I saw something about, like, a location she didn't go to last tour that she's going to now. So then most people who live there never signed up for pre-sale because they weren't going to travel. And now they're not getting pre-sale codes because she didn't go there last time.
They're just such a fake fan. They should have, signed up for pre-sale anyways. Like, what if there was a chance,
But yeah, I think this is a pretty interesting, pretty different, pretty cool way of doing it.
And another big thing that happens with concerts is a lot of bots buy out and then resell it for a higher value.
Way higher.
Way overpriced, which is exactly what's happening to Leve.
But
so one thing that Billie is doing is she is making it so you can only sell through Ticketmaster for face value. Is that the right word?
Yeah, for face value. So basically, everywhere that she legally can, because I guess maybe there's some cities or countries and stuff that you can't do it. Everywhere she legally can, she is disabling ticket transfers, so you can't send tickets to anyone. So that gets rid of all third-party sites, and you can only sell through Ticketmaster for face value. So you can't upcharge. So you can't buy a ticket and make money off of it. You can only get back what you paid for it. So it's only for people who can't make the show.
Which I think is,
that's
you're paying for the show, you're getting the exact money back. I think that's a good deal.
Yeah,
I think that everything should be like that.
If you can't go to the show, then you get your money back, and it's huge. And if you can go to if you don't want to go to the show and you just want to buy a ticket to resell, fuck you, real fans get the tickets now.
Sorry, I don't have anything else to say. I got a pre-sale code.
That reminds me.
Everybody pray for me, please.
Speaking about getting tickets to concerts, have you been seeing... This is a rhetorical question because I feel like you haven't. Have you been seeing the Chris Brown and Quavo beef?
I haven't seen the beef, but I know what he did, and it's funny.
Yeah, so basically what happened was... Chris Brown and Quavo have been beefing for a little bit, and then like the Drake and Kendrick beef started going on, and then I guess Quavo had some lines about Chris Brown, and then Chris Brown made an entire diss track, and he was like, yo, when Takeoff died, who, if you don't know, rest in peace Takeoff, he was one of the Migos, which is a group that Quavo was in. He was like, yo, when Takeoff died, it's crazy because we all wished you died instead, which is crazy to say. And he also said like, oh, you had sex with my ex after we broke up, that's cool. I had sex with your ex while you were still dating her, so get fucked.
Whoa.
Crazy beef, real beef. And then Quavo had a concert, and while there was no 100% evidence that this is what happened, people are speculating that Chris Brown bought a majority of the tickets to the Quavo concert because it is fucking empty. There's like maybe 50 people.
Yeah,
Like,
it's rough.
standing
If
in a
you have a
pit.
chance, I highly recommend to go look it up
Yeah,
because there is.
there's like 7 people in the seats, and then there's a small clump of like maybe like 40 to 50 people just like at the front of the stage, and the rest of the floor is just empty. It was wild.
Which is it like proven that wasn't like taken right before and like
No, because people were saying like, oh, that was during sound check, but then people posted photos of Quavo like out performing and stuff during it, and like it being like late at night. So
I see.
yeah, it was like definitely during the show, which I'm pretty sure 50 Cent did something like that a while back, where he bought like the first 2 rows of tickets to some rapper he was beefing with concert. But the first 2 rows were just empty.
But like that's not as bad as a whole like only 50 people showing up.
Yeah, it's rough.
Yeah. I would
But
not be happy.
back to before, that reminds me, we will continue talking about Billie Eilish because it's the Billie Eilish podcast nowadays.
Billie Eilish podcast.
Billie had an interview.
Oh my God, Billie
with
Eilish.
Rolling
What cocaine
Stone
did? Oh yes,
what?
Rolling Stone. I forgot who it was with. I'm gonna be completely honest.
What did that have to do with cocaine?
She gotta stop doing the drugs.
Oh,
yes.
gotcha. Yes, Billie was on the cover of Rolling Stone magazine, and in it, she had a very lengthy interview talking about reinventing herself, like the new her upcoming album, and such. And some people, which just goes on what we talked about, I believe last week or 2 weeks ago on the podcast, some people think that she's oversharing a bit because she dropped certain quotes like that she should have a PhD in masturbation and that she masturbates to herself in the mirror. That's a bit oversharing. Then people called her out because she said she wasn't born in the generation to learn how to type, and now she
that
regrets
part was
it.
a little whack. That was.
And she was born in 2001.
Yeah, no, she whack about that part. I love Billie Eilish, but I'm only 2 years younger. Girl, you can type. You're just homeschooled. It's okay.
And then she was talking about how she can't believe that whales exist because they're really.
No, that's valid. Whales are annoying as fuck.
Like they're. Well, she's talking about the animal.
Oh shit, my bad.
But yeah, and yeah, some people think that she was oversharing. And Mckenzie, what
do you think?
I see. It's a tough spot because, like, I kind of agree that she was oversharing. But then, if you read like the full article or the full interview, she says she like. This is weird. If you want to skip ahead, I don't know. She says she masturbates in the mirror because she had like body dysmorphia, and so it makes her like look at herself and feel better about herself and her body. It's like that's like a valid reason.
This might be a whack take, but I feel okay. This is a weird topic for a.
It is weird.
We're gonna be talking about masturbation, everybody. If this is a sensitive topic, or if your parents are around,
yeah,
why are
guys.
you listening to the podcast with parents? I feel like men and masturbation is very normalized, while females is very ashamed on and not really talked about a lot. And I feel even like in like health class, normally it's just the man they talk about, because technically during that time, majority of boys are, doing that. So I feel like it's a natural thing, and she's normalizing it, and it's not like a bad thing. It's more like whatever she wants to share and she's comfortable with sharing.
Yeah, I think it like most of it was fun to say. I think she just like a lot of people are saying she just went a little overboard. Like we didn't have to know all that, but
yeah,
I can kind of get both sides.
I can see, but like at the same time, don't read it if you don't want to know.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of the headlines are just little snippets of it.
Yeah, that's another thing is a lot of people are just taking like really small individual quotes out of it and then blowing that out of proportion. But one
But
thing
yeah, she's always been a little goofy and a little wacky and will say whatever she wants. That's just how Billie Eilish is.
One thing that I
So
did see though about this interview is people calling out haters and fake fans and such, who in the past have attacked her for queer baiting. Uh,
that yeah.
yeah, because believe it or not, she doesn't have to explain her sexuality. Like people don't have to just come out and like give a straightforward answer about that. And
So for
so,
a little context for her Lost Cause video, she had a video of her just dancing. It was like a slumber party kind of
mhm.
vibe with a bunch of girls. People were like, "This is queer
she got
baiting."
she got like crazy hate in like all
Yeah.
of her Instagram comments and shit. And
And now she has a
now she
song
came out.
about eating someone for lunch
Yeah.
that is a woman,
So
and that she'll leave a gift under Claire, her
don't
name.
don't attack people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true. Retweet. You know
But
what I'm doing tomorrow, John?
what are you doing tomorrow?
Talk about eating people. I'm watching The
What?
Challenger.
What
I
does
don't
that have
know.
to do with the last topic?
My entire TikTok, because The Challenger, it's not really a rom. It's about tennis, and it's kind of like a rom-com kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's with this Zendaya and these, I don't know who the other people are, but I keep getting tweets. It's Zendaya getting kissed by the
Yeah.
two guys that are the main character, and it's just kind of like Tom Holland is
Oh yeah, I've seen
shivering in
that.
his bed. He's so scared,
I
and
don't
it's just like,
I don't think it gets that crazy though, because I saw someone drop a review about the movie, and I clicked on it to see what other people were saying, and instead of getting other reviews, I just got some guy going, "If you wanted to watch to see steamy sex scenes with Zendaya, they're not in it." And
yeah,
I was
no,
like,
it's
I was like, all right,
14A.
I was
It
like,
was
all
like-
right, bro, what the fuck did you go to the theater to see? What the fuck?
No, literally, when I told my mom I was gonna go see it, and she was like, "Oh, that's like has," and I was like, "It's 14A," and even I think my sister was like that. I was like, "No, it's not. It's
Are you just going by
there's
yourself,
like
or?
no, I'm not that much of a loser. I'm going with my high school best friend. Okay, so
Jesus.
I would
Dude, you
only
just-
go.
yo, if you guys
to the
if you guys
movies
like
by
going to the movies
myself.
by yourself, like
No,
don't
I
feel
would go
shame in it.
to the movies by myself for like Star Wars or Spider-Man, but like, no, I'm not going for.
Yeah, but
I feel like
challenge
the
is supposed to
ch-
be like really good. Nah,
yeah,
something I
it's
saw
a,
really funny. People were like booking my seats for challengers, and it was I doubt they were actually doing it, but it would be like them going by themselves, and they would look for a group of two, like a couple in the theater, and they selected the seat right next to them.
Oh no, this movie came out this week. The whole theater was like not even. No one bought a ticket. It was like, whoa. I was like, what the fuck?
It's because I don't know. It's like a weird like. There's like movies that show too much in the trailers, and then there's movies that don't show enough in the trailer. And I feel like this one is like, it kind of shows enough, but I also don't know what is. To be fair, I haven't seen the trailer in a while, but like I don't even have an idea of like what it's about other than like tennis, and I think two guys want her. Also,
So
I went on Rotten Tomatoes and it says it's rated R.
okay, why is my movie thing lying to me then? Because it says 14 on the tickets too.
Challengers rating.
But yeah, no, basically, Zendaya is like this really good tennis player, and then she gets an ankle injury, so she trains her current boyfriend to be a thing. And then his first ever tournament is like with her ex, and that's all I know.
It's starring
Um,
Zendaya, Mike Fast, and Josh O'Connor.
But I keep hearing that it's really, really good, and I was like, bet, because I haven't been to the movies this year yet, and I was like, the only movies that I've watched that I have never seen is Lord of the Rings. I was like, let me get more things to write in my journal
Oh!
that's new.
Lord of the Rings is
Ugh.
re-releasing in theaters.
It is releasing.
Nice.
I saw a tweet that was like, if you give what are their names? The annoying two hobbits. That's like, oh no, it's not Sam, and it's not. What are their
You got this.
I know, it starts with an M.
You got this.
It's not like Miley. Moody?
Yup.
No.
Yup. Miley Cyrus. Yup.
Wait, can I get a hint?
I don't know who you're describing.
You watch Lord of the Rings. There's 4 hobbits. What do you mean? I said not Sam and not the main guy.
Well, I've seen, what's it called? I watched Lord of the Rings and I watched The Hobbit sort of like all in a row. So they kind of all mixed to me.
No, I know this. I know this. Oh my god, what are their names, Jonathan? Continue while I think.
Are you talking about like Pippin?
Yeah! What's his other name? What's the other guy's name?
Merry and Pippin, I think? Maybe?
His name's Mary.
I think
what
so.
A stupid name. Yes, that's exactly
You don't
what
like
I was
them?
talking about. No, they're well.
No,
They just cause issues.
You don't
I don't like Sam.
You don't like Sam.
Yeah.
How do you
hate
not like
Sam?
Samwise Gamgee, the nicest person in the universe?
Because he's just annoying.
And he's played by Bob Newby, superhero.
Yes, he is played. Maybe that's why I don't like.
You don't like Bob Newby, superhero?
Not anymore.
Oh my god.
I
Oh.
am a hater now.
Anyways, yeah, you can see them in
My
theaters.
phone is going to die. Hold. Continue while I
Them
charge it.
re-releasing in theaters is cool, but my beef with movies re-releasing in theaters nowadays is like it's becoming like a whole thing where movies keep re-releasing in theaters, but they only re-release in theaters for like a day.
Yeah, what's up with
And that's dumb because
I'll have one day.
recently they re-released a bunch of
Spider-Man.
not even talking about that. They released a bunch of Christopher Nolan movies. They were re-releasing them in theaters. I don't know if it was America only, but for $5 a ticket, right? Very cool. The problem being, because I was like, oh my god, I really want to see The Dark Knight then, right? Because I love The Dark Knight. The problem was each movie was only showing for 2 days. And each day it was showing, there was one showing time. So if you couldn't make that one showing time, and each one, it was like, there was a showing time one day at noon and a showing time the next day at like 6:30 p.m. So if you couldn't make those, then you weren't going to see them.
You know, theater is bad at the moment when they have to re-release literally everything. They're doing Christopher Nolan films. They're doing all the Spider-Man films.
I think
now Lord of the Rings. Like, what the fuck's happening here?
Christopher Nolan doesn't need help. I think Christopher Nolan was because I'm pretty sure they released
the movie theater. The theaters are just. Movies are dead right now. Like, what is this?
Yeah.
And then they're just recreating everything. Like, what is happening?
It brings up a kind of something that I actually like think about a lot. I listen to the Complex Sneakers show, and I can't remember the exact phrasing of it because it was really long ago. But they said something like, because a lot of people consider the Jordan 1 to be like the greatest sneaker of all time, right? And they were sort of having a conversation about it, and they were like, how sad would it be if like we peaked at sneakers in 1985? Like the greatest thing we ever did was that long ago. And I sort of think about that with like movies a lot and like books, because there's big focus on like the past and you know, a lot of people say the greatest movies are, you know, a lot of different 80s movies or like old movies like that. And it'd be kind of sad if we never surpassed that. You know what I mean?
But it's definitely not the old movies because they kind of suck sometimes. They're like all the bad graphics,
Whoa. Back to the
Like,
Future
Back
is
to the
phenomenal.
Future is
Back
shit.
to the Future is oh my god! Speaking about Back to the Future, Universal Studios released a bunch of new information today, and I'm very excited because I'm going this summer, and it's information about this summer. There's gonna be a new parade there that has Back to the Future in it, and like a bunch of movies. There's like a new lagoon light drone fireworks show.
How am I gonna do this? Do I have to do a whole? What month do I have a whole month of podcasting? Are we just gonna take a summer break? Season 2 starts
from June 12th, I believe. Let me check. Noah pinned. Where's his flight? He comes first. Yes, from June 12th until July 8th. booked. I mean,
And then
I can
booked from August
do-
1st
I
to
can do, like-
August 30th.
I can do like in-person podcasts with them, but I don't think they want to.
Well, here, we could always hear me out. Crazy idea. Not a good idea, but a crazy idea.
We're
And
gonna say
sometimes it's a good
pre-record
idea.
a month.
No. Well, that we could do. But we could also, you know how people have like seasons and stuff?
Yeah.
We started, but then also would have we would have done a whole year every single week of podcast, and that would have been
Yeah.
cool. Because I was gonna say when we hit our 1 year uploading, which is in August,
It could be a new season.
it could be a new season, and we could like rebrand and maybe get a jingle and maybe like update our like
yes, our logos and stuff.
thingamajiggies.
So it's not a screenshot from iMessage.
Listen, we don't need to go into the specifics here. Maybe we can get something more colorful and eye drawing. Yes, if you guys have ideas of what a new artwork would be, let us know.
Let us know. Maybe join discord.gg/madjad and put it in the artwork channel maybe. And be like, yo, this is my concept of what it would look like. But I have been playing games a lot. I don't know if you've been playing games a lot recently, but I've been playing games a lot.
I did a puzzle.
Nice.
Thanks.
Like,
it was
a
3,000.
real person puzzle? In person?
No, it was online. But we didn't finish it. But we did one that was lower, and we did finish that one. But it was also this one we didn't finish.
So you do a puzzle online?
Yes.
Do you like print it out then, or just
no?
like,
It's called Puzzle Together.
it just like lives in the ether then?
Yes. It's actually a pretty good game. I like. You can see when people grab the places and stuff. It's pretty well done, I would have to say.
I think I'm just like not selfish with puzzles, but I feel like the gratification of puzzles for me would come
it's
out
still
of
there.
Like finishing the puzzle and then you have the thing. But this you would just finish it and then like you get nothing, you know what I mean?
Oh my god.
What?
We got a podcast question of the day.
Live?
Someone put a live.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. That's crazy.
Done talking about.
I know, I just saw that right now. I was like, I know we're gonna get that at the end. I was just sorry, my bad. Continue.
That's cool, man. Anyways, I've been playing games a lot. And interestingly, I've discovered a new greatest game. And that game is Roblox. We have been playing, and by we I mean me and Noah, aka Meerkat, and Angel, aka Angel, and Natalie have been playing so much Roblox.
AKA Natalie, we can't just get sexism.
I've been playing so much Roblox because it's actually just like fun. Like,
see,
I don't know.
If you had the SpongeBob game, then we could doubt
It's not, bro. We don't just play the SpongeBob game. We played the SpongeBob game. We played a bunch of different like simulators. We've played horror games. We've played realistic looking FPSs. We've played we literally play so much, bro. We play anything. That shit is so fun. Last night I started grinding an MMORPG. Like, it's just a platform for people to make all different kinds of stuff, and you don't have to pay for any of it, and that's nice because it's just a bunch of free-to-play games. And yeah.
But the children.
So at 20 years, we're not the only people that are 20 years old playing this game. I guarantee it. And also, we just make private servers for everything because most games have like free private servers now. So we just make a free private server, and we just play it. It's pretty nice.
Isn't that, I thought you had to pay for that. Back in my day, we had to pay for everything.
Like some games you have to pay for, but most games you just make a free private server. It's pretty sick.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I remember playing Bingo.
Oh, Bingo's a Bingo you don't want to do a private server for. Bingo you want to sit there and listen to the tea that's going on around you.
There's a lot of tea during Bingo, fun fact. Which makes sense. There's a lot of tea in old people Bingo too.
There's also a lot of tea going on right now in the Tarkov community. Boom, transition. Look at that. That reminds me, That reminds me.
That reminds me,
Have you seen anything about the Tarkov drama?
I've seen their Discord.
What?
I don't
I
know, I
haven't
saw
even
some
seen the Discord.
copy and paste being spammed in their Discord.
Basically, for those of you who don't know, Tarkov is a video game. It's like an extraction shooter where basically like you go in, you try to get loot, you try to get out, you get the loot. If you go in and you die, then you lose loot that you had on you. You try to kill people and get loot and get money and yeah, rinse and repeat. But there's different like editions of the game you can get based on like, being like a supporter, right? And there was this really expensive one called EOD or Edge of Darkness, and it was like their top supporter one. And they were like, yeah, if you get the EOD edition, you're gonna get like all of our future DLCs, like you're top dog, you're the GOAT, right? Because you paid them a fuck ton of money.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they just recently announced, as a huge slap in the face to everyone, but not just everyone, especially the Edge of Darkness people who believed in this game, believed in these devs, and spent the most money to get the biggest edition, that they're adding another edition tier above Edge of Darkness that gets an entire PvE game and PvE mode that no one else will get to play, and you get priority server access and like matchmaking queue. So if you don't buy this new, more expensive version, it's gonna take you longer to find games than it will if you spend more money.
So it's a pay to win.
It's pay to win, it's pay to play almost, where like if you spend the most money, then you load in way faster, find games way faster, get to play way more. And yeah, they announced that it's the new most expensive version, and let me look up the price. New Tarkov edition price. This new price, wait. This new price is the Unheard edition is $250 for the game. You get guaranteed instant access to closed beta, access to PvE co-op mode, which no one else gets. You get bigger stash size so you can hold more items in the game, which is pay to win. Expanded pockets, pay to win. Increased fence standing, pay to win. More slots on the flea market, pay to win. Free access to all subsequent DLCs, which they said the Edge of Darkness was going to get. And then yeah, you get like the priority server queue, and it's $250, or apparently you have to spend, if you have the Edge of Darkness edition, like $110 still. So if you bought their most expensive version in the past and believe in them, you still have to pay $110 to upgrade to this new one.
That's stupid. That reminds me of how much I spent on Lego Star Wars. I don't want to talk about how much I spent on Lego Star Wars.
Yeah, that was just an expensive game in general that you do not play.
I was really excited. I played 19 hours, but then I finished it, and actually I didn't finish it. I got to the sequels. Well, like, that's understandable, I feel like.
Is it? I'm a sequels fan. I'm a sequels defender.
You are a sequels fan.
They just as someone who earlier in this podcast said old movies are bad because they look bad, there's no way you can watch the original trilogy and tell me those lightsabers look good.
But the prequels, hey.
They aight.
The prequel.
But yeah, a lot of people wish that Tarkov would just shut down. Oh, that reminds me.
Completely rid of it.
No, I was just trying to like make a transition. A lot of people just hate on the devs right now. But TikTok. Oh my god, wait, it's like Virus and Beatty.
Oh yes.
From TikTok. Oh, it's a clock.
What is that?
Good movie.
TikTok,
Catching Fire.
TikTok. Time's running up. Where is that from?
I don't know. Tick tick boom. I don't know. Anyways, TikTok, for those of you who live under a tick rock,
I see what you did
has
there.
been getting the United States government has been attempting to ban TikTok for a long time, but could never agree on it or fully pass it. But they have now fully passed and signed a bill or something that says that if the company that owns TikTok does not sell it within, what is it, like 6 months or 9 months, something like that, that they will ban it from U.S. devices and being installed on U.S. devices and such. Which their reasoning is kind of understandable, but it's also like
A little dramatic.
kind of, yeah. And I use TikTok, so like I'd prefer if it didn't get banned. It's kind of fun to just doom scroll, but it's also like if it does get banned, then maybe people will watch longer videos and movies again instead of having Subway Surfers and slime below it and have really low attention
Yeah,
span.
it is a little bit of brain rot, not gonna lie.
um
I
and then
do think it would be a good thing. Um, the only thing is like it's just going to go to Instagram Reels or YouTube
will it
Shorts. Like it's
though? Because
not.
like YouTube
I
Shorts is kind of
think it
like,
will.
because I used to think it will, but YouTube Shorts is kind of like bad, and
No, Instagram Reels will definitely take off.
Instagram Reels shows like people dying, and like the comments are like filled with like homophobic people and racists and like haters and stuff.
That's just your page.
No, I don't. I've never scrolled through Instagram Reels. This is like widely known and accepted that Instagram Reels is like that.
Interesting.
Like I always see people posting on Twitter about like Instagram comments being super toxic and super whack, and like people just straight up, like you don't see someone just get shot on Instagram Reels, but it'll just be like a massive car crash where you know someone just died, and that's on
Yeah.
like Instagram Reels. But TikTok has the best algorithm out of all of them, and according to, I believe it's pronounced routers, I don't know. They are saying that ByteDance, who's the company that owns TikTok, would possibly. Oh, hold on. Bless you.
My
Apparently,
headphones came off. Thank you.
apparently, if their legal options fail and they aren't able to get TikTok to not get banned, then they're thinking about just getting rid of TikTok altogether because they don't want to get rid of their algorithm that's the best. And the app is losing a lot of money, like most apps and companies like Twitch.
Yeah, everything's kind of going downhill. Everything's inflating.
Yeah.
We're struggling a little bit.
But it's fine because
Is it?
we just vibe. Just vibe.
But no, I wouldn't be the like super upset if TikTok got banned. I
Mhm.
don't. I think it'll be better
Yeah.
because
I haven't
personally, I am a little. I don't. I get down the rabbit hole sometimes.
I haven't experienced the level of brain rot where like my attention span is cooked. I can still sit down and like watch a long video or like a movie perfectly fine, but I know a lot of people that their attention
Yeah,
span is cooked from
it's
TikTok.
it's concerning and it's scary for the future. Thank
Yeah.
you for listening.
It's not the greatest,
Not the preferred.
but we will persevere, I'm sure.
Hopefully, or I'll be a little concerned.
Should we answer a question, or do you have something else to talk about? Because I have run through
I have
all of
a
my
topic,
topics.
and I don't know where it went, and I'm kind of sad now. John, what was my topic?
I don't know. You didn't write anything in the topic chat.
I don't normally write anything in the topic
You
channel.
haven't written anything in the topic channel since the 31st of last month.
See, why have a topic channel when you could be the topic?
you forget everything though. You'll DM me at like 4 in the morning when I'm asleep. Oh my god, John, oh my god, John, oh my god, John. And then you won't say the thing, and then the next morning you'll say you forgot. And then like 2 weeks later we figure out what it is.
Do I really?
Yeah, it's happened a lot.
I think this is just maybe...
So I feel like if you just like write things down, like topics maybe, and like a channel for topics.
We talked about Billie Eilish.
Yup.
No. Sure. Billie Eilish came out with a merch. You've seen the merch, and it's basically...
It is tour merch. There's
tour
2
merch.
t-shirts.
And basically, it kinda looks like... shit. One of them. Because
So-
it's just kind of like an image
Yeah.
printed on a shirt. No care whatsoever.
She has committed the biggest crime of all that every single artist commits at some point in their life, where this is the most egregious one though, in my opinion, because so basically, if you don't know, a lot of artists, and Billie did this, will take just like a PNG, just like their album cover or something like that. This time she just took the picture of her album announcement, and they just take that square and just put it on a t-shirt and charge money for it. And it looks so bad because it's literally just like a square on a t-shirt with just a PNG. I don't know. I hate it. It's really lazy in my opinion. But this is low-key the most egregious of them all, because the other option of a t-shirt is just a better design of like, it's like they took the album announcement photo and they made it into a t-shirt design, and it looks so good and way better. So you can just get like the shit t-shirt that's just the PNG, or the one that like looks way better, way more appealing, took work. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's yikes, personally.
And
I
then
think.
also some people have issue, and by some people I mean your sister is one of them.
What is she?
That's my source. I don't know if other people are feeling this, but there's nothing on the front. It's just a plain white t-shirt on the front.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, if you scroll, like the front has absolutely nothing on it. It's just a plain white t-shirt.
Yeah, no, that's a little boring.
So it's like not even like a little blush logo, not even like anything. It's just plain white t-shirt. So you only can tell from the back what it is.
Yeah, no, I would like just like a little blush in the middle.
Yeah.
I was like the plain design in the front, and then like a party in the back, like a mullet.
Some people can pull off mullets. Some people are Danny Aarons, and they cannot.
Who is that?
Danny Aarons is a British YouTuber.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Does like FIFA, but he's like
now,
he's like friends with the Sidemen.
My question is.
Your question is.
Would you rather pay lots of money for like a good quality hoodie?
Yes.
Or would you rather pay... Oh, okay.
What's the other option?
Save money and get a little bit less of quality of a hoodie.
I personally would rather spend more money and get the better quality item, because the way I see it, I used to be just like, trying to save money, do whatever. But nowadays, like, I don't know, because when I just didn't really care, obviously I was in like middle school and like beginning of high school, so you're growing, you're changing styles. But now I feel like I have down like a pretty good idea of what I like and what I don't like, and I'd rather spend the more money to get the better quality, to feel better. In my opinion, it looks a little bit better when, like, depending on how bad the quality is. Like, some stuff just looks bad, but to make
what about champion stuff?
To make it feel better, look better, and then also last longer. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Like, hypothetically, would you buy like a champion hoodie? That was like
probably. Yeah, champion hoodies are pretty good.
They do be expensive.
Champion hoodies are alright. I feel like, because I know what you're getting at. Am I allowed to get a little blatant with it? Or no?
You know what? Just for the podcast listeners, it won't be anytime soon. It'll be soon. Continue.
Mackenzie's making merch and looking into making merch. I feel like this is
Mhm.
something you should poll the
Yeah,
majority of
I
your
do
audience on.
plan when
Okay.
I have like a
When you
better.
have it generally down and like almost ready to go.
Yeah, because I'm in the designing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not designing. Well, I'm designing the page at the moment, Sage.
Cause what's it called? Like I would rather spend more money for a better quality thing, but other people might disagree and they might just want to save money. And ultimately, it's whatever the majority of the people believe in and want. You know what I mean?
Like, should I give like a little perspective on like an idea of the price? Or
Uh,
no? Is that a bad idea? Because
yeah.
what if it's not that?
I mean, you can. Um. Hmm. Yeah, actually, no. I'd say don't give an idea of the price because if you say something now and then it ends up being more expensive than that thing, then some
See,
people
that,
might
yeah,
be
that was
like,
my
"This bitch
concern.
sold out."
I am a sellout. We don't need to lie.
Speaking about selling out, my bank account is going to be empty because I have put all
My
of
bank account's gonna be empty. Have you seen this Billie Eilish fucking price? Actually, they're pretty good for concert tickets. I'm not
I
gonna
have put
lie.
all of my money. I took out a second mortgage on my home. My wife is leaving me because I believe that the Lakers will be the first team in NBA history to ever come back from a 0-3 record in the playoffs. If you don't know, it's best of 7, so it's first to 4. The Nuggets went up 3-0. The Lakers won one game last game, so now it's 3-1. No team has ever come back and won it. The Lakers play tonight. And so I'm praying that they survive and they keep pushing. Because
I don't watch sports, and I think actually I do. I double dabble sometimes in some hockey. More like I'm on the couch and my parents are watching hockey, and my
mhm.
father is a very very big fan of a team
I'm
that never wins.
I'm curious on your take on something because I don't know how similar Canada and America are. So when I watch basketball with Noah Meerkat, he's from the UK. And I know a lot of people online share the sentiment. A lot of people are like amazed and like hate the fact that American sports, we'll use basketball as an example here, have so many like pauses and breaks, and also in basketball they like play music and shit throughout the entire stadium the whole game, and will play like team chants, and certain stadiums we've seen that we always laugh about it. When someone's going for a free throw, if they make it, they'll play like a Mario grabbing a coin sound effect, and I don't know. A lot of people believe that it just like makes sports goofier and less serious than
The only
just
sport
letting them
that I've
play.
actually gone to and watched really is a baseball game, and they do have like some things that like during a break that's like charge.
Yeah, that too. Or like,
I don't think it's that bad in
mm-hmm,
a baseball game. I think playing music constantly could be annoying. I really do think it also depends on the game and who you're watching too.
mm-hmm.
But I don't think it's the worst thing in the world personally.
A lot of UK people hate it.
Well, they hate everything. Let's be honest here.
By the way, we can talk about your DM after if you'd like, or do
Okie
you just want a short
dokie.
answer?
No.
Alrighty. Should we answer Gwebin?
I have another
Oh.
thing that I
Oh
want
my
to
God, you
talk
know
about.
something.
So, a little leak.
Leak.
So, this is the last week of April. Next
Yes.
week is May.
Yep. It is May.
And I'm doing a Star Wars stream on Saturday and Sunday.
May the 4th be with you.
However, there was a game that came out that I was kind of excited for that came out today. It's called Echoes of the Plum Grove.
Fucking who da
It
da
is
who.
basically it kind of looks like Paper Mario. And it's like kind of Stardew Valley. A new
Okay.
life awaits in Honeywood. Build a thriving community that will last generations in this cozy farming simulator. Farm, socialize, make friends, cook, craft, forge, and uncover the secrets of the island. If someone doesn't want to be friends, there's always other means. So it's like Stardew Valley, but there's people can get killed, and you can
Oh.
start enemies, and you can marry people, and there's gossip,
And it's
and
in like
then
Paper Mario
there's
style.
diseases,
Oh.
and I don't know. What do you think about what from me? My little pitch from you.
That sounds pretty fun. I don't know if I'd play it just because I tried playing Stardew when you started playing Stardew, and I don't know. I just can't get into games like that by myself.
I'm the same. The thing is, though, I'm
Yeah,
streaming.
you're streaming it. The only one that I could get into is Disney Dreamlight Valley. Now that I have a platform, Disney Dreamlight Valley, please fix my game and let me
Everybody
finish.
at Dreamlight Valley
let
on
let me
Twitter.
let me finish the Moana quest or restart it, or the Maui. Let me restart the Maui
Maui's
quest.
fucking it
That's
all up.
bugged
He has the limited
because
edition
I
Cars
love
bed,
your
and
game,
he's
and I
not restarting.
have the Disney Dreamlight Valley early access beta edition Cars bed and jacket for my character, and I don't want to restart and lose them. So
And you know what's crazy
I'd really
is that
appreciate.
I was going to get the game because John was playing it, and he was like, "Yo, it's free soon."
It was gonna go free to play.
Yeah, not anymore. They changed that up. It's now you have to pay for it.
Do you remember when Fortnite Save the World was going to be free to play, and now it's still paid, and also no one talks
You
about
know
it?
what? No one ever talks about that, and I have saved the world, but you do get free V-Bucks, so I'm slowly getting my own money back.
There we go.
It was an investment.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. But yeah, that game sounds fun to play, fun to watch. You know what's something that you should do that you shouldn't do because it actually probably takes a lot of work and a lot of effort, but a guy did it, and I just want to talk about that.
What job?
Someone modded Skyrim so that every single NPC in the game, when why did my voice keeps like cracking or like going high? That's so weird.
Guys, he's going through puberty.
Every single NPC when they talk to them, it
oh my God.
actually
yes,
responds
I saw this.
as
yes.
a chatter's message in like perfect like AI recreation of the like a Skyrim character's voice, says whatever the chatter said, and like the NPC's mouth moves and everything.
Yeah, and then
funny.
they also the person that I saw do this, I don't know if it's the same one that you saw. They also have it so that they had a suit that gives them pain where they're hit.
Oh, I didn't even see that. Maybe it was.
No, you
I don't
didn't
know.
see that?
There's also, I believe, the person that I saw. If an NPC dies, whichever chatter that NPC was gets banned.
Oh.
So
That's fun.
He said if you die in the game, you die in real life. You get banned from the chat.
Whoa. It's like a Nuzlocke.
Yeah, exactly. Where like you get banned until the end. I don't know when he
Mhm.
plans on unbanning the people, but yeah.
Hopefully soon. That is all my questions.
Well, we can get to the viewer question now, live. Ramen or Dino or Ramen Dino from the Discord.
Shout out
asks,
Ramen or Dino or Ramen Dino from the Discord.
What do you do if there's a viewer you don't really like in your chat, but they haven't done anything worth a ban? As in, they're just
so
a person.
Dino.
I was gonna make that joke.
Man.
But now I feel bad because we're both saying it. Dino, we don't hate you. As in there, or maybe we do. There's just no, we don't.
Find out next week.
A person you don't like, or maybe we do. Like personally, they're not unlikable or mean, but it's just a person you don't like. Also, next guess when. But for the first question, this is kind of to you. Because
at the end of the day, it's your stream, it's your rules, and it's who you want to accept in your community, and who you want to share your content with. So, although there isn't technically a reason for the person to be banned on paper, if you ain't vibing with them and they're gonna ruin the whole stream for everybody, get them out.
But I don't think it's necessarily like a ruin the stream for everybody. It's just like someone who personally annoys you, but like they haven't really done anything. They just like kind of annoy you.
Like I said, if they're annoying, get them out. Like, it's your stream, you know? Like, be comfortable and everything. I don't know where I'm going with this. John, continue.
Fair enough.
Give your moderator take.
Yeah, as a mod, it's not really my place, so I just ignore them. I pretend like they're
He
not
just looks
there.
only when there is
Or
somebody actually breaking the rules.
if there's a chatter I don't like, I just yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. Yeah, just
You do what? You what?
I just like not ignore them, but like I don't know. I feel like that hasn't really happened where like there's not someone in the community who like actually genuinely like pisses me off or like I hate per se.
I have one.
Like sometimes maybe someone might annoy me or be a little bit
Their
annoying,
name is
but
R6 Sin.
I just what? I can leave if you want.
Sorry, get continue.
It's gonna be just like the beach where she didn't kick me from her Discord server.
Kicking Discord. What is even this Discord? Personally, I think that we should use TeamSpeak.
I had a TeamSpeak server for a month.
I don't know if TeamSpeak worked. I tried.
Me and Noah installed it to myth bust if there was actually that much of a difference. Oh my god, I'm yawning. If there's that much of a difference in latency, and there really wasn't that much of a difference, so it wasn't really worth it.
We should myth bust why when you eat corn, you chew it. Yet when you shit it out, it's still corn.
Angel knows the answer. Everyone at IDARS in the Discord and say, "What? How come when you shit corn, is it still corn even though I chewed it?" Because he knows the answer. He's just being paid off by Big Corn to not say anything.
Yeah. It's a whole part of their ploy.
Also, Majad, next guest when?
Hello. Well, technically, it's supposed to be your guest. Still.
My guest is a busy man.
He is a very busy man.
He's got a promotion, so he's even more busy.
Well, we could get a guest. Maybe one during the long break that we have. We'll do a week.
We'll get a guest, but we aren't there because we're both busy, and so we just get two random people to record an episode of
but
our
they are
podcast.
from like completely people who've never like communicated.
Oh yeah,
or never
you guys
interacted before.
You guys like don't even know them. Anything.
Yeah.
Just like two. We're just gonna go on Twitch and find like a one viewer person and just be like, "Yeah, you want to be on the podcast?"
We're gonna get Kai Sinet and
dude, I would love.
He knows everybody.
I would love to listen to Duke Dennis. And
who the fuck is Duke Dennis?
You don't know Duke Dennis? He has aura, bro. He has aura. Come on, bro.
He has aura?
Yeah, he has aura. Do you have aura, Mckenzie?
What are you saying to me?
Do you have Duke Dennis aura?
I got pineapples?
Earlier today, I saw a video of Duke Dennis talking to Baby Gronk about how he rizzed up and hugged Livy Dunn. That really happened.
What?
Duke Dennis met up with Baby Gronk to talk about how he rizzed up Livy Dunn and gave her a hug.
John?
You see,
John?
you're just not hip with the kids. You just don't know what's going on. You're just not in. You know what I mean?
John?
You don't know who Duke Dennis is.
Go.
You don't have aura. Are you even
Guys?
opium, Mckenzie? Are you even
Hello?
are you even opium?
John, look, Fortnite.
Are you even opium?
I don't know what this means.
It's just a pretty simple question. Are you opium?
I know Fortnite.
Are you
I know
opium?
Skippy
Are
like
you
God.
are you
That's what people say to me in my chat. I don't know anything
You're an
else.
L nerd theater kid. Oh, sorry. Yeah, no.
I'm an L nerd theater
W's
kid.
over here for Duke
My mom
Dennis
just
or
bought
Riz.
tickets to see The Lion King on musical.
Oh my god, wait. Maybe you can explain this to me because I've never seen The Lion King. Is this like new Lion King thing coming out? Is that like new or is that just a live action version of something that's not new?
That. If you guys don't know, it's like it's like the live action Lion King that's out already.
Yeah.
But like which like Milo's all for.
They're
I'm
redropping
lost.
the same thing.
Is that what you Googled?
No, that's what I'm asking you. It's called
Mufasa.
the Lion
So
King.
maybe it's about Mufasa. Mufasa Lion King
He's not is Mufasa not like the already like
In
who's
flashbacks, the story introduces Mufasa as an orphan cub lost and alone until he meets a
who's
sympathetic lion named Taka, the heir to
who's
the
the
royal
one?
blood. The chance meeting sets in motion
Oh,
an
Simba!
expensive
Is Simba right? Is that his
Simba.
name?
Simba is right. Simba is also in this
Simba.
movie. He's played by Donald Glover.
Wait, how is Simba in the movie?
Because there's flashbacks, John.
Yeah, this is flat. So so I get. Oh wait, but I'm so confused because Mufasa is dead, right? Doesn't he
Mufasa.
die?
Wait, who is Mufasa? I thought Mufasa was the bad guy.
Is Mufasa the bad? I thought that was Scar.
No, Mufasa. Yeah, that is Scar. Mufasa's
Yeah.
the father. Yeah.
So Mufasa's dead, and if there's flashbacks to Mufasa, then his son wouldn't be alive. So how is he in it at all? I'm gonna need a review and I'm gonna need a review and a lore explanation from Milo when this drops.
Okay, if you guys don't know, Milo's
need
favorite
Milo.
movie is live action only Lion King. He watches it. Oh yeah, actively actually watches it.
I'm gonna need him to explain.
It comes to theater December 20th.
Are you taking him to theater?
First ever IRL podcast. Me and John are both gonna go to the movie theaters together, but in different theaters alone. Because this is cool to go alone to movie theaters.
Yeah.
I never said it wasn't cool. I don't like no losers don't do that. But
you sent those 2 images to me with the.
Oh no! I know. I was gonna send that after, but then I wanted to send this, and it took me a really long time to get those images, and I'm not gonna re-wait. But if it makes you feel better, Lin-Manuel Miranda is writing the songs.
Did you get closer to your mic? You feel way louder.
Maybe.
Yeah, I actually saw people hating that. People were like the worst thing you could. People were like the worst thing you could see about a movie, and it's like music by Lin-Manuel Miranda.
But like he has made like We Don't Talk About. He's all of Hamilton.
You probably gave like
Heights.
the worst example.
We Don't Talk About Bruno is popular and annoying because it was good originally.
I think it's annoying because it got really overplayed, so most people just think about it being annoying.
Exactly. Into the Unknown. I don't think he made this. Sing it, John. Yeah.
I only know it from the Disney section of Target.
Into the Unknown. Written.
That's like the Wish song.
No, it's not written by.
I know the Wish song.
What the fuck is the Wish? What is Wish?
From Wish.
What happened to good content?
Dude, I don't know, but I was listening to Julia Michaels the other day. Shout out Julia Michaels. We stan one of the greatest writers of all time, being a woman. Anyways, Julia, that's music, by the way, like music writer. I was listening to Julia Michaels, and I went to her account to see if she's released new music recently, and she hasn't. But she had like one song on the Wish soundtrack, right? And now there's like 700 albums that she's credited as being on, because there's like Wish, the soundtrack, but then in like every language in the world listed as its own album, all on her page. So you have to scroll so far down just to find her music.
Yeah, I think Olivia Rodrigo has like all her High School Musical things. Well, used to, when you first go into her Spotify page, even though she had Sour Up, and that was annoying. Hello? Did I kill you?
29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52 Wish albums listed on her discography.
Okay, wait, hold.
There's 52 Wish albums.
Okay, that's a lot more.
And then she has 4 EPs after that she released, but the EPs aren't new music. She just took all of her old music and grouped them into like colors. They're like there's ruby, sapphire, emerald, amethyst, and amber, and it's just like the old songs, but like it's giving sapphire. You know what I mean? So it's like 5 songs that are like giving sapphire.
Yeah, it's giving sapphire. Yeah.
Billie Eilish said she could hear colors. I don't want to hear shit from you about giving
She can't.
Sapphire.
Yeah, no, she can hear colors. That is true. That is a real thing. That's true, John. That is true.
But we're at an hour. I don't know if you have something else to talk
Oh,
about.
no, I don't have anything else.
Alright.
Give us feedback on life.
Yeah, feel free to ask us questions. Let us know what
like
you would like to see
questions.
in a season 2
No,
if we took
I
a
would like
break.
to see. Yeah. If you guys, first of all, if you thought the season 2 idea is cool, let us know. That would also, but in August, I'm not producing any content on my Twitch channel, so this would be the only content you would be receiving.
But
Fun
it
fact.
also wouldn't be a view though.
Yeah.
So
No,
it's
wait, a pre-record. What do you mean?
are we pre-recording the whole month?
That's only like 4 episodes. Not that bad.
Okay, fair enough.
We could just like do one episode. You can do like for funsies with like somebody if you want. We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Let us know if you think the season 2 idea is cool. Also, let us know if you like the pop culture updates or if you would like more talk about just our life.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you guys can realize, but like not a lot of things go on in our life. It's more just the stuff happening around us.
Yeah.
And we like to give our opinion on that. So even though if you give us your opinion, we might not even change it. But I like to hear your thoughts. So you can balance it out more. But there was the Billie Eilish updates. Please pray for me for the pit tickets.
Also,
Pray.
by the time this comes out, actually, that'll already be done. So
I know,
hopefully
but,
she
like,
got them.
I'm manifesting. I
And
did get
also, let us know if Mckenzie has Duke Dennis aura.
What the fuck does this mean? Bye-bye.
Bye.